My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Roguebook. We are going to be having a quick look if we can. Okay, fine. I will get to heroes available for you, friend. Do not worry. We will be taking a little bit of a quick look if we can at the modifiers we have unlocked. Legendary bosses. All bosses are now empowered. Interesting. We also have heavy taxation, everything costs 60% more, and then empty pot. I'm not really gonna want to do the maximum until we're all the way up at 15 and have to. So I should get a little bit of knowledge about what legendary bosses are. That could help us, certainly. Towers and runes have started replaced by lantern fairies. I mean, I did actually kind of like lantern fairies. It'd be lantern fairies and then fairy hunting? All prices are increased by 60%. So that's the same costs as we would have in heavy taxation, just we also do get money. Sure. Sure. Seems reasonable. I mean, maybe we take out Sirocco Surfer. I was kind of, I was thinking about the possibility of going like Aurora Seifer again and trying to go for more of an allies type build. But also, I can only really go with what the game offers me, especially as I'm going through the increased difficulty levels, because some of these challenges are rough. And also, you know, if you don't find the cards in the Deem, and then you don't find the cards in the Vault of Wisdom, like, how are you going to put together an allies build if you ain't got allies? Becomes hard. Okay. Maybe it's Sirocco and
Fancy meeting
Aurora.
you here.
Haven't done that in a wee while. Take you two out. Legendary bosses, lantern fairies, fairy hunting. Let's go. Oh! I didn't do my embellishments before we started this. Oops. Ah, well. Would have been relatively minor changes past this point.
Must you eat so
Okay,
much?
a basic...
Yes!
A basic ink, but then we get the lava shield immediately after whenever an enemy attacks its hero. They take 3 damage. Put that on Sirocco, gain 4 block, melee. All absolutely excellent picks up. That's the pluralization of pickups. Damn it. That's the pluralization of this thing that I will present the other pluralization for.
I just want something to eat.
Ally spiritless. Whenever you summon frogs, summon twice as many. Come on, frogs in the base deck. Frogs in the base deck. No, we have a wit strike and a wall of mist. We also have a greed shield and a whirlwind. Whirlwind's a great pickup for that. We have golden yak up in the top right. Whenever you obtain this, gain 150 gold. And then the left has the vault key. See an extra card when drafting from Vault of Wisdom. So obviously I'd like to get that vault key as early as I possibly can. Maybe that kind of gives us our direction. Like we take that, then we fight this, and we fight this, and then we fight this. Getting the lantern fairy, we double pop that area. We go up here, then we use a single torch. Sorry, a single brush. We get reasonable exploration. It's a plan to be 1 to 2 fights, 2 brushes, and 1 ink. Sorry, 2 fights, 1 brush, and 1 ink away from getting the vault key. So then I can immediately start looking at vaults afterwards. What did I miss when I was just looking at Triton Breeder there? We got Triton Breeder, we got Stand Behind Me is actually a really good pickup. Kappa Study, obviously quite good too. Crystallized Farrier, whenever you draw this, reduce its cost by 1. Crystallized Farrier is a particularly good rune with these 2 characters, because both of these characters have some card in their decks that allows them to put a card back atop the deck. As in, draw 2 cards, put a card back atop the deck. Or put 2 cards back atop the deck, as the case may be for Sirocco. So then we can use that to kind of like lower the cost of something that's absurdly expensive that I may want to reduce the cost of for the rest of the battle. Something like Stand By Me. Makes sense. Although I don't think I'm going to be doing anything save just going for the bosses, going for the enemies right now. Avatar of Mist is the revealed final boss also. Yeah, like bosses are empowered, but other than that, these normal enemies should actually be kind of reasonable for us to fight. So start taking it to them. The damage, that is. I have the wrong person in the front line. I'll swap that as soon as I can. I mean, like, she will heal at the end of combat, so I can have her just take this damage. She could even take this damage if she wanted to. one would be any the wiser. Gotta make sure I don't use Quicken. Unless I use Guard first. I can do that. I'll Guard and then Quicken my way back to the backline again. Good. I like to be in the backline here so that I can launch out as many powerful attacks as possible. That would be... Strike. Quicken your way to the back. Wall of Mist your way to the front. Use another Strike. And then all I have to do is get Aurora out of line or no longer weakened. But the enemy has, of course, a gravestone where they used to be. That's what the enemy has at the moment. Hello, Precision Ink. One single Precision Ink gets us that normal battle. Quite appealing already. Wait, I can walk past a normal fairy, right? Yes, because I can't actually kill that yet. Whirlwind is 24 damage. Wit Strike is 20. That's enough to convince me. Leave Greed Shield in hand here, clearly. Wall of Mist would be nice to have in the next hand, but I don't really have any way of influencing that right now. So the backliner is now set up to be able to die to 12 damage. Which means that the Whirlwind, thank you, is... Well, I mean, Wall of Mist first, then Whirlwind. We're still not even going to full block here. Like, we're taking 10 damage. Well, 8 damage. Thank you, Sirocco, for doing your block there. Good strike. Updates to the right number. Okay, we've got... That damage went well. What if we could get sips and headbangs in this deck? Ooh, baby, show me those. I would like that. An ink. Although, I am contending. I'm about to try and kill fairies without any damage in the deck yet. Any non-base damage in the deck yet. Like, Tidal Force could be part of it, but I actually may just need to start visiting some of the Vaults of Wisdom before I even get the yellow. Spirit Spice. Draw 2 cards, put 2 cards atop your deck. Doesn't do anything yet, though. Hammer time. Spend all of your energy, attack once for each energy spent. That's actually a really good finisher in a world where I get too much energy. Which is not impossible with the old Aurora. I'm worried about taking Spirit Spice right now because I just do need damage. No, don't open that one. I just do need damage so I can try and guarantee the Land Fairy deaths. Time for 30. Ooh, easy big ol' Wit Strike there. Pop Quicken and another base strike. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. There's Hammer time again for 32. I was hoping the power was going to multiply every output of attack there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to kill you. Oof. Man, I thought we were close enough. Whirlwind, strike, leaves him on 7. Well, so we get everything one space around from here instead of... Oh, yikes. I will take my lumps. Looking for damage here. Add a headbang to your hand at the start of each turn. I mean... Sirocco gains 3 power for his next attack. So I can't really use it with Hailstorm in any way. I'll take the Triton Lyricist here. I'm not... That's not damage that was added though, so now I do need to look for damage more. Pump up, works with the other stuff. Maybe I'm not even going for the Vault Key at this point. Oh no, that'll do it. Rush still gets us there, thankfully. See an extra card when selecting from Vault of Wisdom? Sure. And then I'll immediately go to this one as well. I see some damage, please. Magic Dust. Whenever you draw or play this, gain 1. Already have nothing in the deck that actually sets that back to the top. Fire Breath for a little bit of AoE, but it is kind of expensive. I will take Magic Dust, actually.
Take that.
Talent tier is unlocked. Powered Fist. The first attack Sirocco makes each turn gets +5 power. That synergizes with Sirocco wanting to take AoEs and multi-attacks because he will have headbangs in the deck as well, giving him power. Each turn, the 6th card you draw costs 1 less this turn. Allies cost 1 less! Train Lyricist is an ally. I'm gonna do that and regret it immediately because I still don't have damage. My damage has just gotten worse since I complained about having bad damage. Alright, Sirocco, let's get you leading our party now. Well, we have to fight this because I need to stand in the space. Ah, interesting. Trident Lyricist and a Magic Dust. I will let dissolve so I can just get the 50 out with the Magic Hammer there. I have higher hopes. Just gonna headbang a Whirlwind at him quick after. I know Wit Strike is left in the draw pile. Maybe I should have left a headbang for that, but we'll get another headbang here. Wit Strike into Quicken, setting up for a lower cost on that, and then headbang. Okay. Okay, that's working a lot better.
That was fun.
Kappa Studies would make sense in this deck too. Would like to go get that. Because you have 125 health, whereas the others, the one that I just fought had 100 and 100. Just 100 base. Just 100. It's so difficult because unless I ever see any frogs, and I've seen no frogs so far, then Triton Breeder does nothing. It doubles no allies because you don't play any allies because you don't have any frogs. Uh-oh. That's hard far from the ideal hand. Quicken into a headbang, setting up for a Wit Strike, which sets up for another headbang to set up for a Hammer Time. Because I don't have any multi-strikes, basically any time that I can get the damage across from a headbang is good enough. I wish I had a headbang this turn. Wish I had a headbang. We're literally too short. This is 10 to play the strike and then the headbang, and then throw a Hammer Time. But the thing is, that also takes 10 damage away from the Hammer Time, so... Rude.
What's next?
Thankfully, I knew that I only really desperately needed 1 space from this so that I could get to another normal battle, but still rude. Hopefully we get some AoE fights. I'm a little bit better prepared, but... Oh, come on! Single target individual damage is bad for me. I'm not good at it yet. Please stop testing it. 52 damage. Except for that. I'm not good at it yet except for that, specifically. Okay, let's leave Aurora in front here, I think. Oh, should have done the Wit Strike. That's my bad. She doesn't die. However, my enemy does.
I knew we would be fine.
It's nice to have a dense enough card. Noble Ink's a good pickup there too. I could go up 4 and then explode. That's actually pretty good also. Man, this map is very, very kind. Even a fairy well. Thank you muchly. Alright, Golden Yak. Gives 210 gold. Lantern Fairy, kill it? No, I'm not going to be able to do that. Can I have some toads, please? Alright, Triton Trainer. At the start of the turn, the back hero gains power equal to the Triton Trainer's spirit value. We're not... like, maybe if I could increase its ally power, but I can't, so it's really slow. Exotic Pet. Whenever the leading hero plays a card, deal damage equal to this ally's spirit to the leading enemy. Not extremely dissimilar to the Disciple. Whenever you dissolve a card, deal damage equal to this ally's spirit to a random enemy. I mean, this goes to a leading enemy, this goes to a random enemy. This only plays off of the leading hero's cards, this plays off of any dissolves, but there are more leading hero cards than there are dissolves. Or are there? We have a lot of headbangs. I'm taking a Disciple.
Is it a frog?
That's actually a good damage engine for us. Suddenly, we're actually in a pretty good position. Like, that was a giant turnaround. I don't know. It was... apparently, it's a clicking kind of day for me. Okay. Actually, let's just go for a normal fight first. Kind of check my assumption on this. Man, I wish I could save energy for the next turn. I would love to get the Fairy of Flute in this run. Seems totally appropriate for the kind of build run. Okay, I see. I do need to play Disciple, though. About to play an AoE card, so I may as well do that first. Let's try. It's going to cost me 2 health to have done that, but it also hits the enemy's back. It's pretty good. So I'm going to need some amount of defense this turn. Start up the Quicken. Launching into a Headbang, which hits Frontliner. Least valuable target to have hit there. Actually, a really rough target to have hit. I'm going to dissolve another card, hoping to hit the middle line. Oof, thank you. So now I can strike you, and then Hammer Time you, and then honestly, I can take that 6. Doesn't really matter. Anyone can see. That just doesn't really matter to me. I'll give you the Hammer Time to finish it off. We pick up a Noble Ink for our noble efforts. 4 out in that direction. Honestly, yes. Also pretty good. So it's 4 from here across to there. And then 1 Precision Ink gets us here. And then we also want to make sure that we get the 1 Precision Ink down there as well. Trying to make sure that I don't leave anything that I'm going to miss later. You are just self-buffing, so there's nothing I really need to do here. Pass. That's a lot of incoming damage right there. Let's have a look at what we can do about it. Disciple follows a headbang. Hits the wrong target, unfortunately. That second headbang I did not actually mean to cast. That's fine. This turn was going to really suck for us pretty much regardless, to be honest. Like, the only defense that I could do this turn is move Aurora to die. So somehow I feel like I probably shouldn't do that. Getting some contextual hints here that that might be a bad idea. Yikes. Alright, quick into the back line. Pop out a headbang. Give him the whirlwind. Nice. And base strike because the greed shield don't work. No cards left in that draw pile. Start with the wit strike from the back line. Oh, right, I can just kill with a headbang and a magic dust there.
What's next?
Can I get more dissolve cards, please, game? Is there one in here? Fire oil, give a hero +3 power. I mean, it kind of makes a little bit of sense. Whenever you play an ally, heal this hero for 2 life. Is Runin's medallion here? I think I'd definitely take that and put that on Sirocco. Yak Hide I could totally see myself taking. I could happily take the Kappa Study too. Cast in melee. I mean, I could have Greed Shield double cast. Or double reduce its cost to be able to cast in melee. That makes some sort of sense.
Nice one.
And then give a pump up, just 4 more block. Back to battle. This one isn't as punishing as the Seed Soul was. Certainly looks like it's not going to be as punishing as the Seed Soul was. How can I tell that? Well, first off, full defend against all incoming damage. Pull the pump up. Should have done any other order. Oops. Headbang. Magic Dust. Headbang. And all of you get hit for 18. And now it's time for us to take the damage. We just had fun dealing it, and now we must have fun
Feels good, man.
taking approximately all of it. 22, 8, 22, 8, 30. It's fine, you can tank that. Incoming there is 19. We need a single defend to be able to block this one. Quicken my way into punching you. And hopefully Kappa, study my way into changing the orientation of the enemies currently on the board. Couldn't do that, so I think I'll settle for just getting real close, but not killing. Real close, but not full defending, I mean, sorry. That takes you to the front. Quicken takes you right back. And one down. Thank you for breaking your own shield on that attack. It could have been frustrating this turn, but now it doesn't need to be.
That was fun.
I think we cost us like 16 HP on the front liner right there. Explosive pigment. Nice. Yeah, could this be most impactful? Like down here-ish? Or here, actually. Yeah, I can see it being pretty useful down there. With the Disciple and more draw in the deck now, I should be pretty reasonable in this fight, I'm hoping. We did manage to kill you last time. It was just the Lantern Fairy we were having trouble with. So we start out with Pump Up, so that we can play the Disciple into damage from Headbang, into Quicken, into damage from Headbang. We'll Kappa Study our way down to Magic Dust. That's okay. We'll use the Magic Dust to set up a Wit Strike, which gives us the Triton Lyricist, and the next card in the deck, we've got Hammer Time available in the next hand, so we're good. In fact, we already have lethal literally just with the Hammer Time draw. 38.
Time for some tea.
Alright. It's 26 from there. However, if I moved one space over with this Precision Ink... I mean, look, Vaults of Wisdom are good. I am still looking for a lot of things. Yikes. Battletoads summon 20 frogs.
Let me show you my moves.
Yep. More frogs, please. I mean, Trance is very good.
I like this one.
Bouncer. If you have block at the end of your enemy's turn, add a headbang to your hand. Sounds good. Whenever you use Aurora's Teapot, heal the other hero for half amount, or at the end of battle, both heroes heal 3. I'm going to take the extra headbang every single turn. We're going frogs and headbang. All into allies. Take the Triton Breeder also. We completely plumb up out of normal battles, so let's go to this Lantern Fairy. Give ourselves a reasonable approximate of how we're doing here. Breeder into Kappa Study.
Good man.
Like, I guess I can play the Magic Dust. Theoretically get value out of that turn, I guess. Excuse me, you're gonna put both of the Battletoads in the same hand. That's gonna be really sad if you do that. Let's quicken. To headbang. A giant Hammer Time at him. It's just Disciples, Battletoads, and a Triton Lyricist here. Only stuff that really makes sense. Please let me actually close this fight. I'll do it. Strike sets up for lethal.
I knew we would be fine.
Yeah, I figured we might also. May I have a bit more money? I would like the Crystallized Farrier, please. Breeder into Battletoads. Quicken our way into a strike, and we've basically got this covered with just the toads.
Nice.
Annie available. Will be used. Perfect. I want the card that says summon 7 frogs, give all other ally spirit +1. It's exactly the kind of thing we want here. Just add up the damage on Disciple, although it's very little. It would actually be providing to us. Maybe we don't care about that.
What's next?
That might not necessarily yet be enough for the Crystallized Farrier, but it certainly gets us there. Do I heal before the Elite fight here? My instinct says no. Kadam.
Feels good, man.
Now, this is permanent vulnerability, so I need to make sure it doesn't go on Sirocco yet. Because we're going to have Sirocco out front for a majority of this. defense available here. I think Aurora actually takes this hit. Like, does that make this hit just a hammer time then? I guess. I mean, it's that or Kappa Study, and if Kappa Study draws Triton Breeder as well as a Battletoad, or both Battletoads, I'm suddenly very sad. But there's 9 cards, draws 3 cards. I also do need to draw those as quickly as I can. You... Fine. Well, this one's Wit Strike then. Let's use a Headbang first. No, that'll reduce the damage from Wit Strike. Mm-hmm. You're kidding me. No way to get Sirocco back to the front. I need more ways to get Sirocco back to the front to actually be able to do the kind of like dipping, ducking, diving, dodging strategies that we attempt here.
Feels good, man.
I mean, Aurora is just going to have to heal. There's no two ways around that one. 32 is incoming now. It's also going to provide vulnerability itself. So first, quicken our way to the front line so that the Greed Shield is free. Battletoads. Headbang, headbang, headbang. Actually, I'm not getting back to this Magic Dust before the enemy dies, so I Magic Dust and headbang as well. Beautiful. Yeah, it's the Battletoads. They're, like, actually all of the damage here.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
It feels like I spent a lot of time fixing problems to just immediately supersede those solutions. First time the hero takes damage, each battle, draw a card, gain an energy. Definitely. Crystallized Fairy was 280, wasn't it? Yep. Whenever you draw this, reduce its cost by 1. We will take that. We're putting that into this Battletoads.
Shiny. Oh yeah.
Second heal. That is a legendary boss, and I don't even know what a legendary boss does here, but it seems like the kind of thing that I may want to heal twice before. Let's go. After one last scan. Nothing. Let's go. So the Tiki Palanquin, that doesn't seem like a huge amount extra damage. Takes weak until the end of turn, vulnerable until the end of turn. Maybe the only boss, legendary bosses, all bosses are empowered. I could have sworn it would have included this boss, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe they have giant HP. Maybe that's the thing, and I just don't know their base HP numbers to compare it against right now. Start with a Greed Shield. Battletoads pump up. Hard pass. No real need to do anything else there. So this Wit Strike would make the enemy vulnerable until the end of turn, or rather the middle enemy vulnerable until the end of turn. Not everyone. I guess I make you weak. Oh. You had to draw Battletoads then? Oh, that's really annoying. I can actually play the Battletoads then, and then just quicken my way to the front line. Headbang, quicken my way to the front line. Then I'm going to play the Headbang again. The reason I'm now expending all of the headbangs is because I know remaining in my draw pile is Whirlwind, because I haven't cast it yet. So 11 power on that is effectively doubling its attack. Oh yeah, that's a Whirlwind right there. 23, hits all enemies. I wish I could make them vulnerable before I do it, but I can't. Ah, I see. Each time you trigger the effect, they need more damage dealt. Interesting. To trigger it the next time. Interesting. That is awful, though. Having 3 of your allies on the bottom of your deck. Those allies being persistent effects you want to continue having. Not great. Not great.
Hey, Biggs! Nice!
Alright. Ow. File that one under L. Battletoads, we can quicken and headbang before a whirlwind. And then even more toads. We got this. Next turn, the toad kills everyone. Nice. I'm very glad I got the toads. I would have had no plan for that boss without him. Sirocco just wouldn't have been able to do enough with dissolves and stuff like that. Stack pages, brush, Valor Rejuvenation, Kaleidoscopic Prism. After you play this, shuffle 3 copies of the card into your discard pile with no gems. But the other side has the Triton Banquet. Summon 7 frogs, increase all other allies' spirit by 1. Not actually that relevant. Wit Strike, Spirit Spice, not that much either. So we do have how many? 1, 2, 3, and then frogs, right? So we have 4. You can have 6 allies out on the board, apparently. What else would I do instead? Is this ridiculous? God, I hope it works how it seems like it will. None of these are really relevant except for the Pagoro's hat. I was really hoping I was going to get the Farrier flute there. Would have been such a boon to us. I'll take that ink, though, happily. Glass Arrow. This hero gains 3 power for the turn. Columns Amulet at the start of battle. Add 4 Columns Amulet to my... Okay, that is actually my hard priority. Like, it's literally the only thing I care about right now. I need to get there first and then assess the rest of the floor. Look, I'll look at Nottingham just in case there's something relevant, you know. Magic Dust. Good to see you too. I'm fine, thanks, actually. Very kind of you to offer, but I actually ate before I came, so... What? No, that's not a muesli bar in my pocket. No, I certainly didn't intend to eat that. Let's go 3 across with this ink. The problem is, in the first cycle, my setup is my setup is a source of a lot of damage to me.
Oof.
I'm not even looking that Wit Strike. Oh my god, you are kidding me! Triton Breeder and 2 Battletoads in the same hand again. Can you split them up, please? Pretty, please, rather, sorry. Okay, now Wit Strike you, and then Headbang, then and then headbang, then magic dust, then... I mean, if the magic dust hit the front line, which it did, I now have the ability to kill you. Wasn't otherwise likely, though. Triton Breeder into headbang, into Battletoads, into headbang, into Quicken, into headbang. There we go. And then the Toads gain the kill. More healing for Sirocco after a battle ends would be nice. Explosive Pigment. Baby, that's a great position. That's actually a ridiculous reward, right? The Predator. Reap. This hero gains +1 power permanently. Or I can go for a hunting treasure, or I can add a hunting card. Honestly, like, the headbang stuff in Sirocco right now isn't even that good. Because I haven't got any cards that work with it. So having the ability to gain +1 power permanently when I still don't really have any utilizations for them is kind of rough. I'm gonna take a treasure. We've seen the text from that before. Oh, right. It's specifically this one that it gives you. At least it's a card that dissolves. One more normal battle, and we get rewarded with just absolute ridiculous power for us.
Nice.
So we do have 3 more Triton Breeders in the discard pile. I'd like to get to my discard pile in time to actually kind of assess what's going on over there, though. If you'd allow me a game. Yikes. My defense is going to need to suddenly get a lot better than it currently is. So that is... Wait a second. Campus study. So headbang and then strike from the front. 29, sorry, 39. We'll take all but 1 damage. Just making sure to use her health pool first. Battletoad out there, and then we're kind of almost done, aren't we?
Feels good, man.
In fact, yeah, we are. God, I'm so glad we have those Battletoads online. I can just imagine this run without them. And I don't want to imagine this run without them.
Well done.
Health is managed back to a... I'm stalling here because I was about to say manageable level, which is very the same word. Columns Amulet joins the deck. Columns Amulet adds 4 copies of Columns Prayer, which is just a 0-cost dissolve, draw 2. So it's really going to help our first cycle go off. So it's 21 there. Oh, it's 20 from here. Because the Lantern Fairy is already going to explore some of this area, so I don't want to cannibalize that part. Let's take this normal battle and see if there's any better locations behind us. 23 would be easy to settle for. Wouldn't have to feel bad about settling for that one.
Nice.
So it's Quicken, and God is actually quite reasonable here. Gives us our rightful full defense. Perfect. Alright, get a Columns Amulet out there. I was hoping I was going to draw into the rest of the Columns Amulets there. Didn't.
Hey, thanks.
Headbang, hit backline, please. Oh, we don't even have the Disciple out yet, so that's going to make that really difficult to do because it's not possible at all.
Nice.
Hey, it actually did end up hitting the backline. Now, I didn't want it to actually hit the front line at this point, but look, it's an easy mistake to make. Front line, back line. They both have the same word in them. Why must you all be next to one another in the bottom of the head after I take it? Anyway. We got this. Do I have any more allies to play? No, I can see on. Well, actually, no, I do in the new draw cycle. So let's try and get to some of those if we can. Can we? Nope. I mean, because those are going to help heal Sirocco back up as well from Ruinen's medallion. Single precision ink, you'll love to see it. That already opens up that full path, basically. Makes it an easier justification to move somewhere else for these. Although, where? Perhaps I actually start my path up here. Then go there and explode. You can get your 20 block a turn as long as I get a Triton set up as quickly as I can. Disciple may not matter.
Feels good.
Never mind. I'll Disciple, Magic Dust, and then summon Battletoad. Disciple wasn't going to matter in the world where it was going to cost 1 mana, Kappa Studies was going to cost 1 mana, and Triton and Banquet would have cost 1 mana as well. And I wanted to make sure that I got the Triton out. Mr. Double Toad. Okay. One more. There we are. Triton Breeder sets up for Headbang into Battletoads. To pump up back to the back to the front line, I guess. Just setting up more headbangs to use in the future. If I need them. Okay. Second Triton Breeder goes down.
Hey, thanks.
Need like the headbang, Wid Strike. Wait. Headbang. So if I use the Hammer Time right now, I could actually kill. But I really, 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 really want to see what happens now if I try and summon frogs. Both of my my Toad cards are on the very bottom of the deck.
Nice.
How dare you? Almost even ended up preventing me from getting the kill.
What's next?
Alright, Lantern Fairy, you too. Column's Peace. Column's Prayer. Ooh, okay. Very glad that we had something to bail this turn out, because otherwise it was really going to do nothing. Triforce is an easy play here. I'm still looking for... I mean, we found both. We've got the Triton Breeder, but we've got both of our Battletoads before it. Our Kappa Study looking for the Triton Breeder. Couldn't find it. Alright, so I just have to go for a Battletoad and then get Disciple out there.
Hey, thanks.
Unfortunately, playing the Triton Breeder this late means that it going to the new discard pile is definitely not going to be usable for us.
Nice.
Headbang, quicken headbang. It's because the enemy's already lost that armor on this turn, so we can just spam those out. And that'll do it. Hammer time. Whew.
Time for some tea.
Wee bit of gold for us as well, I thought. But we get our exploration. We are now only 1 tile from basically all of the rest of that as well. 18, 15, 14. There's 19 out there. Like, these don't even get that much better. I think I'll take that 21. Okay, narrative. I'm ready. A frightening ritual is underway. Sirocco could make an offering, reducing Sirocco's maximum health by 1/3. But we get a gem void stone. This costs 0. Or Aurora could make an offering, reducing her maximum health by 1/3. Reducing her maximum health is actually harder than reducing Sirocco's, because hers is really, like, she can get back to it at all times. Whereas if I never reach the bottom third of my health bar, this doesn't even affect me. This affects a bunch of the stuff that Aurora is even capable of. Alright, Sirocco, you get that void stone. I'm currently leaning towards that void stone going into this Battletoads, because the cost of those Battletoads in the first cycle is currently prohibitive. Start a battle. This hero gains 3 powerful on turn. I mean, the only person who attacks on turn 1 is Sirocco. Not commonly, but does it regardless. Let's take another normal battle. I should probably go to another Vault of Wisdom as soon as possible as well. Well, Greed Shield thankfully full defenses. We'll try and Lyricist. Swap. And then drop a giant hit on the backliner. Actually, that probably should have been the frontliner. That's feeling like it should have been the frontliner. Okay, let's start with the Disciple, because that'll randomly drop hits on enemies while I dissolve cards, like that Column's Prayer. And the hits on the enemies would... You don't attack the leading enemy. No, you attack a random enemy. So you've just failed both times to hit the target that would actually be, you know, good priority for us. Yikes. Guard your way to the front. This is a lot of HP loss. Never get the front liner in time. Please hit the back liner. Okay, so we failed 3 50-50s in a row. Every one of those 50-50s reduced the incoming damage by 6. So... Ow. Start with a Wall of Mist into Pump Up. Get a bunch of headbangs in hand, so I have more fuel. Headbang after that. Then Column's Prayer again. Theoretical max usage of the Greed Shield there. Another Battletoad into a Headbang, into a Magic Dust. Into a Strike. And then finally one more Headbang. Oh. Got him. In the end. Playing all of these extra copies of the Triton Breeder that we get in the second cycle is pretty nice as well. This now says summon 10 frogs. How many frogs does it summon, though? 40. It doubled and then it doubles. Okay, so this is actually a plan, which means what we need to do is get defense, draw. That's it.
That was fun!
Pretty excited. Oh my god, another? Thank you for the hidden fairy. Well, definitely something we need. Extra energy on turns 1 and 2. Alright, Bolts of Wisdom. You are kidding me, right?
Let me
I'll take
show
Aurora's
you my
Promise. All other heroes' cards cost 1 less this turn. Rock out. Gain a headbang to your hand. Gain block equal to twice the number of headbangs in your hand. I don't know if I really want that one. Phalanx is literally just 11 block right now. And that's what I need. I need block, and I need draw, and I need a little bit of energy generation. I don't think I need more toads, though. Let's
Shiny.
make the toad 0 cost, just hard commit to that. A Foresight's not awful? For getting a little bit of extra defense on the field. Also setting up a card in the next hand. It's totally fine. I'll take that. So I could go back and go for unpicked things on previous levels, apparently, so... But it's not even showing me them on Hover Over? I already have that. Fortune. Vaults offer 1 card with a random gem in it. Love it. Aurora has 7 max life. All both heroes have power. I wish I had gotten that Fortune as soon as possible, though. Sooner, rather. Spell Whirl. Choose a hero. Add 2 cards of that hero to your hand and gain 4 block. No, I don't want extra stuff in there. If the last card you played this turn is in the discard pile, add it to your hand. If this wasn't another ally, I would love that effect, because I do want to try and bring back my some of my cards. I'm not going to be able to bring back the new Triton Breeders, because I didn't play those this turn, so the copies in the discard pile I wouldn't be able to summon back to hand, but I would be able to get frogs back. But we will be skipping there. Let's head on out. Just Column's Prayer as many times as I can to get this off the ground as quickly as possible. That, Triton Lyricist, Magic Dust, Big Hammer. Until we get a lot more draw in the deck, the Aurora's Promise is not really going to make as much sense as I would like it to. Aurora's Promise. Pump up. Look at that many headbangs. Headbang, 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 headbang. Another headbang. I see, I see. Start up the campus study. Into a headbang, into a Battletoads, into a headbang. Unfortunately, this does mean one of the bottom cards of the deck is the Triton Breeder there. So the Triton Breeder is actually not going to be like our main source of damage in this fight, unfortunately. Yeah, it just appears way too late. That's really unfortunate. Did it appear too late? Or did it appear just on time? Did it appear precisely when it intended to? It's frankly impossible to say at this point. The enemy is too dead to tell us. Once more into the fray. Found the Triton Breeder really early on. Might be a perfect hand for first turn. Triton Breeder, Battletoad, pass. I just want to get to the new cycle as quickly as I can. Disciple into headbang, I guess. Use a foresight to try and get continual turn. No continual turn from that. Fine, we'll put that back and then just pop up, I guess. Give myself more space in hand later. Fine. Aurora's Promise now gives us the ability to actually play all of these. One Quicken will set up quite reasonably for a Whirlwind Strike to follow. We'll play this Battletoads before we go to the new cycle, making sure that it is available there, should we get it. Just setting some best practices in here.
Hey, Biggs!
Bye-bye. Great money gain. I don't even remember if there was anything in the store that I care about. Defense. Kinda energy, kinda dissolve. A little bit synergistic in those ways. Otherwise, not really. It's a golden fairy all the way down there. I'm really gonna need inks to go down that way. Or maybe I just don't at all. That's entirely possible as well, to be fair. Rude. The incoming damage here is 35. So I'm not capable of full blocking with... or rather, having Aurora survive it. So I should have played quick first then. Oops. Ow. Pop a giant Kappa study right there. Get the Triangle Lyricist out. Fragment Leader out. Battle Toad out. Battle Toad out. I think I have some Radiant Hearts out there. Alright, Callum. Time for you to pray like you've never prayed before. Lovely Phalanx has already got our full defense. Cycle through entirely. I want to play as many allies as I possibly can before this fight ends. The enemy's already dead right now. I accidentally just confirmed it. They were gonna die to a combination of the frogs as well as my lava shields. Royal Ink, 5 spaces in a straight line. Look, if anything was gonna get us to the bottom of this, that'll be it. Sure. Well, first, let's get some Radiant Hearts so I have the ability to heal back up. Because Sirocco is not going into a fight on that amount of HP. It's just not happening. He's hardy, but he's not foolish. But he is foolhardy, so I can understand why you would get confused. Alright, Volta Wisdom, what do you got? Think twice, that's a combo piece, eh? I mean, it provides a really good platform for things to go into later. Things being gems. I'll play the Disciple before I start using Column. Just in case it was going to give us the ability to kill anyone there. I'll Wit Strike before I Battletoad, just in case I draw into... Didn't manage to find it. 20, 21, so we actually can put you in the front. Just in case I did manage to draw into the Triton Banquet. That was 4. Oh, at the end of each turn, the hero in this position takes 22 damage. Uh-oh. I use Whirlwind to move myself forward as well as kill the Rakoan Softball in the back line. I kind of want to defend and pump up right now. Or defend and Phalanx. Actually, pump up is more defense right now. Hey, could have been worse off there. Aurora's Promise sets up for a 0-cost headbang, which then means basically all of the rest of my stuff is 0 cost here.
Feels good, man.
Triton Breeder, hunt down. Hunt down. Get our way into a new cycle, trying to find the rest of the Triton Breeders to play. I wouldn't actually be able to play all of them. I could easily get rid of a Triton Lyricist at some point, though. Sure. Oh, wait, I did take 3 damage. Didn't think I was going to take any damage, though.
Nice.
Fine. So we took 3 damage in order to get 2. Excuse me? Yeah, you die, and then I don't even take the damage, right? It was showing that Aurora was going to die, regardless of the fact that I was going to kill the enemy first. Game giving me a wee bit of hesitation there. There's a lot of value still left on this floor. Like, Fugoro hasn't even stolen my hat. His hat. Our hat. Alright, good campus study start here. Give us a think twice immediately thereafter. Nice Triton Breeder right there. Good to see. Triton Breeder into Battletoads.
Good, man.
Seldom get all of that set up on turn 1. So I'm more than happy to have it where I can. Guess throw the Wit Strike before anything else. Yeah, because the rest of this is just...
Nice.
just Disciple Pass, basically. I know there's still a Battletoad card in the draw pile for me, though. There it is. I'm going to play that card, then use the Foresight to get our way into the new draw pile, putting a new card back atop the deck in Aurora's Promise, which, yeah, I don't want this turn.
Sure.
Yeah, we still need access to more draw. Draw through the second cycle so that I can actually get the Triton Lyricist out would be really nice. Or more Dissolve for everything that isn't the Triton Lyricist. Wait a second. Okay, so guide with a gem in it works, but the kaleidoscopic prism means it will add more guides, which won't. Ranged combo, add a sip to your hand, draw a card for each sip in your hand. Like, seems reasonable. It's basically just think twice.
Let me show
But
you
it has
my
the chance
moves.
of getting a lot better. Alright, Vault Wisdom, what do you got? Vault Wisdom, skew. Whoa! Barrage. Attack all enemies for 15. If you played a card that costs 2 or more last turn, this costs 1 less. Summon 4 frogs. If you control an ally other than frogs, this costs 0. Actually not as important as just getting the Triton Lyricist out. I'm taking stand behind me. I just need more block. Soothing Mists. The enemy lead has 1 less power. The first time Sirocco takes damage each turn, he gains 5 block. And then Quick Thinking. When you have no cards in hand, draw a card. That means I can only, like, I can just go straight into energy generation exclusively and use that. So suddenly Magic Dust makes a lot more sense to purchase. I'll take that. Yeah, I think I'll take that, actually. Let's pop a heal for ourselves. Should we pop 2? I think I maybe do pop 2. We've got a lot of Radiant Hearts around. So they can heal back up from the dangers of this elite fight. Yes. This fight is crazy. Let's play the Disciple first.
Feels good, man.
Oh dear. We can't stay in this fight for long. This is gonna get real bad. First I'll pop Aurora's Promise, and then stand behind me. Use Fill the Pot to draw another card also. Nice Battletoads. So up there. Flip out those Battletoads. And Aurora, do you want to take this one? You could. Yeah, take that one for the team, Aurora, if you could, please. And just gonna play these while I can. Wait, didn't I have an Aurora's Promise out this turn? Why did... Was that last turn? No, but this cost 0. How did I spend any mana there? Hoping to leverage draw. Oh well. We found no alchemists so far, which is kind of surprising. Those are very, very, very important. Columns. I feel like the Wit Strike is huge right now. Use. Think twice to get to the front line. We got 4 more cards in the draw pile. Unfortunately, that does mean the Greed Shield is in the worst possible position because I can't get to the new cycle. You can Blade Strike Leader in the back.
Hey, thanks.
Phalanx is still positive block in the front there. That's negative, actually. Well, I'll be thankful that I left myself some healing after this. Unfortunately, again, it was another situation of Triton Breeder after both of the frog spawns, but that does just happen, so kind of got to be prepared for it too.
What kind of loot did we get?
I'd love to know. Ooh, artifacts. Yeah, Ogre Belt. Whenever the hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block.
This will go nicely with my earring.
7 from there, 7 from there. This won't reach. Golden Fairy is definitely worth a 7 here, and it's also a way for us to get more health on Sirocco without using a heal. Because we can use just playing things. Specifically playing allies. Aurora's Promise.
Hey, Biggs!
I'll do it. Columns can be set up for. Not that it needs a setup, rather. It's already good enough. Pots. I don't really want to spend all the headbangs just yet. So much excess energy this turn, nothing to do with it. So I really want to get the boomerang or the card that puts it atop the gem that puts the card atop the deck, right? Because we have this Battletoads. When you draw this, reduce its cost by 1. If I could cycle this back atop the deck, the first time I cast it, it costs 1. It costs 0 for the rest of the battle. But importantly, it would always be available in the draw pile. We would get a lot of frogs out a lot more quickly. Good to see you, Disciple.
Feels good, man.
Kind of you to turn up. Nice. Just trying to thin down the size of my hand by any which available way. Fill the pot totally matters here. Let's play a base strike. What's still across there? And then we get another Triton Breeder out. Get exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. And on that, I'll just headbang 2 times because the enemy's about to die anyway.
That was
Nice,
fun.
we did get some good healing out of that. And we have one more elite we need to take on. Do you have anything basic, like just a straight up gem of 4 block? Charge combo. Not really our kind of thing. Honestly, most of that's not really our kind of thing. Like, yeah, I have a lot of cards in hand, but is Wit Strike better than just drawing a non-Wit Strike card to summon more frogs or defend us while we summon more frogs? Like, all of those will eventually just pale in comparison to what I can do with the frogs right now, so focusing on anything else is just... It's a choice to actively take away. Also, like, this is the first time I've actually managed to get some real frog builds online, so I'm gonna cling to it until I die.
Hey, Biggs!
Wall of Mist into Aurora's Promise. I wonder if this would still cost. I imagine it would. Use Magic Dust and damage. There, right? Well, never mind. Now I'll actually let both of them die. More frogs, please! The enemy is the Rakon War Machines. They are going to be summoning a bunch more Rakon. We are going to have to kill them as quickly as we possibly can. More frogs, please.
Feels good, man.
The Whirlwind back atop the deck because it's an AoE card. Helps us deal with the next turn. I'll play Headbang, then Disciple and Quicken.
Nice.
You are kidding me. Headbang. Oh, because I had no cards in hand! Oh,
Alrighty, Sid.
that was going to be such a good turn. Happens. Start with the greed. Let's try to fill the pot. And have to columns my way into the new draw pile. No, I'm not gonna get that far, it turns out. Okay. Sip my way into a headbang, into magic dust. Stand behind myself. That's 15, so I'll attack you basic. And then I'm going to try and 50-50 this. Hit the front liner. Thank you. So now the extra damage from the frog actually goes to the back line where it's more useful. I don't think we're going to take much more damage in this Rokugan fight. Good. Battletoads. Let's pop a pump up and phalanx, and then that's already the whole ball game right there. Beauty. The Triton Breeder, get another Battletoad out just to see another 40.
That's one for the books.
Mighty Ruby. This card's attack deal +5 damage. I want to hold that for a moment because if I see a hailstorm now, that could totally go in. Honestly, nowhere looks like it wants the brush right now, so I think it's just straight up to the store, get to the next floor. Ah, yes. It's time to fight Marginata. Quick and backline drop. Big ol' hit right there. I'm going to think twice before I foresight here, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get much deeper in the deck. Never mind, I will use a Wit Strike as well. Good. Still going to foresight. Let's put Phalanx in the next hand.
Feels good, man.
Yeah, it's going to be relevant when the enemy's attacking 44. It's a lot. I wanted to put Magic Dust in the next hand if it was going to be available, but it wasn't. Start with the Kappa Study here. Not good. Not good. The incoming damage is certainly quite problematic for both of you, even. Let's defend. Phalanx. Get the Triton Lyricist out there. I'm not even going to play the magic there. Good hit. Feel free to put weakness in the front line, though. Not like I matter. Not like I matter. Not like I care, I mean. Battletoads. Into Headbang. Into Battletoads. Into Disciple. Draw cards. Ooh, are we getting all... Yeah, we're getting all the way to the new cycle here. And then some. That was all the Colin's prayers at the bottom of the deck right there. I was wondering where they were. Oh, it was drawn so slowly through the deck. Triton Breeder. We will use this Greed Shield to save an energy on playing this Fill the Pot, just in case it should happen to draw us the other Triton Breeder. You'll love to see it.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely do. Alright, Battletoads. Wait, I went from... Wait, did I just go from 39 to 100? So 40... Yeah, 10, 20, 40, 80. Okay, yeah, no, it's progressing correctly. Fine, have a time. Just so that we can get the damage from the frogs against Marginata instead. Cap studies first, see if we get the other Triton breeder. We do, so I will lose the Triton lyricist here. Excuse me. I think you used to be able to just dissolve allies at will, I think, as of like a couple patches ago. Regardless of whether or not the ally said you may sacrifice this, you used to be able to do that. I was confused by it, which is... Anyway, never mind, it works now. I guess I'm just not playing the lyricist much anymore. At least in boss battles. Like, I can play this. Oh, choose an ally. Oh, right, I have to choose an ally to... Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, 278 frogs is... I mean, like, it's good, you know? It's like a lot of frogs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's get that rejuvenation. At the start of each battle, this hero gains protection.
This is what I came
Defense
here
is all I care about. I don't care about Crackthorn's damage. Not relevant to me. Defense. Just defend me, and I'll take care of the rest. This hurts, because I do want Hailstorm, but I do not want the rest of that. I'll take Crystallized Farrier. I don't want the rest of that, because anything getting in the way of my... just slowing down my engine here is exactly how I die. Unstable Concoction. Gain 8. Dissolve every card you play this turn. We draw from that, and we'll dissolve cards that go in the next cycle. It's good. Drop of Echoes. When you play this, add a 0-cost copy of the card to your hand with no gems. I could use that on Kappa Study for a lot more draw. So I'll get that as soon as I possibly can. If this hero didn't attack this turn, draw 3 additional cards next turn. Actually, I'm just going to take that and put that on Aurora immediately. Wait, why did you let me buy it if I can't put it on Aurora? Oh, wait, it wouldn't let me buy it. Got it. It just took me to that selection screen. Divine Cloak, game block you with the number of the cards discarded at the end of your turn. There's, whenever this hero plays an ally, gain +1 power. Not when they summon an ally, when they play an ally. So it doesn't work for frogs, but it will work for all of the other allies. It's just Aurora doesn't want to be attacking because of that Gem Silk Scarf. Let's have a look at the Vault of Wisdom. We could still be using a little defense, a little bit of draw, possibly. I guess that counts. Rain of Fish. Just has a Gem of the Scholar in it. Draws 3 cards.
I like this one.
Sure. I'm actually kind of tempted to just make my way directly up to the boss because I think I'm going to be better at the boss than I am going to be at the rest of the run here. Maybe if I could get Drop of Echoes, that's like literally what I should actually do though. The possibility certainly exists. Force our way into a Kappa Study. Fine. Let's be quick on our way back to the front line. Do I need to do anything? No, but there's also no reason not to just double punch you. Hello, Triton Breeder. It's good to see you. Alright, Triton Breeder goes out. Click twice immediately afterwards. Need to fill the pot. Into... I don't really need to follow any of the rest of the combo there. Something like Greed Shield? Wait. Before I play the Unstable Concoction, I will play Battletoads. And now I'll play the Unstable Concoction, just so the Battletoads is in the next cycle as well. Battletoads. Ready to fish. A Whirlwind will kill the backline after a single headbang, though. And then just as many cards as I can get out of here. I can take that 31 damage. Just cop it.
Feels good, man. Hey, thanks.
I could also do some zero cost drawing this turn if I really wanted to. You know what? I think I will. We've got Aurora's Promise, so a lot of our cards just instantly cycle, get a new card. Magic Dusts are super helpful for this. Trident Breeder, happy to take that, and then Murder. Yeah, that Unstable Concoction is exactly the kind of thing that we needed. Okay, and now we have the ability to take the dupe for our Kappa studies and drop of Echoes. When you play this out of zero cost, copy your hand with no gems.
Nice one.
And then cost reduction on cycle. Which of these cards we cycle consistently, or which of these cards are going to be blocking our redo? Probably like Foresight, to be honest.
Shiny.
I actually think this floor poses more of a threat to us than not doing this floor. Ogre Surge. This costs 3 less. This card by base like costs 1, I think. Hard pass. The legendary gems socketed in things that we're finding in the Vaults of Wisdom here, though, are pretty interesting. None of this is efficient. To be very clear, none of this is intended to be extremely efficient. This is just about getting as much value as I can before I intend to just run away. Our elite fight. So for every 5 cards played in turn, deal 12 damage to the leading hero. Remaining card plays 5. We will go for a Triton Lyricist, a Battletoads, a Disciple.
Hey, thanks.
Pass. Well done. You've broken that. But can you break the rest of us?
Nice.
I'll happily play that Phalanx before I start using Unstable Concoction stuff. But I do intend to unstably concoct this turn. Just looking for the quickest setup I can find. Good. Get that block before the enemy is about to deal some damage back to me. I mean, the Foresight is effectively just going to reduce the costs of a card. Well, not reduce the cost of a card. Just puts the card back top of the deck. And then we instantly draw back into it here. Man, I really wish I didn't have to pump up here, though. Foresight. Putting Strike back atop the deck. Then I can headbang, Kappa Studies headbang. Bang, another Kappa Studies. Columns Prayers now available. Sure, that's draw. We'll Wit Strike before we do anything else. Aurora's Promise is there now as well. Did I get rid of all of my frog generating cards? I don't think I did. Right? Yeah, we had the frog earlier. Then we got the Triton Breeders. Yeah, so we're still fine. We just want to exhaust as much of this as we can. So, Aurora's Promise, Phalanx, Strike, Strike. Actually, Sifa's Cloak would be really good. It's a lot of draw. I think I'll continue exploring until we get Sifa's Cloak then. To put on Aurora. I mean, sure, fill the pot first. Why not? Let's use a thing twice. Oh, and Subtle Concoction's still in there. I keep forgetting that that doesn't actually exhaust itself. It seems like it would, right?
That was a big
That's the kind of reason I thought I should go straight to the boss, right? What we just did there. Deal 5 damage to this hero, they gain 1 power. I'm actually really super jazzed about that pickup there. Let's get that bit of gold. Start going out to golden fairies would be nice. I'd really want to get an ink to help me do that. Sifa's Cloak is 800. That's what I'd be looking to spend on that. That does feel like it's asking for a full completion of this floor. Basically unlocks at 30 cards though, so we should at least get 1 more card. I think there was a card that I wanted in the shop. There may have been though, just overshadowed by everything else. Do I want a second Triton Breeder available in the first cycle? If I could get that in Singularity, maybe. No, when it appears matters more. We take it. Daredevil. At the start of your turn, if Soroko's leading, draw a card. Yeah. If you block the attack for the exact right amount of damage, block 2 cards. They cost 0 for the rest of the battle, or the first hit in battle inflicts bleed equal to half the damage dealt. We're going Daredevil there. I actually do kind of now want to pivot back and just go straight for the boss. I'm not getting another 800 gold before this ends.
You again!
Fedora! Sure, the treasure I just picked up, you may have that for a moment. Hold that for me, friend. I'm coming for it. As well as to see what else you have. Triton Banquet, yeah, costs 1 less. Does it random. Toadsplosion, it's an attack in order to summon frogs, so it's good if I have attack modifiers. I don't, though, so... Fedora the Thief, may I please have my cloak back? And prayer beads! At the end of your turn with no cards in hand, literally not possible. Cool. I'm literally not capable of that. Alright, narrative, what have you got? Choose a card to put in the machine, transform it into a random card of the same hero, and gems are destroyed. Or leave the machine. I think I'm actually going to do that and transform the Triton Lyricist so that I don't screw anything up. Master Stroke, that's fine. Have a look at this Vaulted Wisdom as well. Humbling Vision. When you play this, add a copy to your hand with no gems. Halve an enemy's intent attack value. That is very, very, very powerfully defensive.
Is it a frog?
What did I say? I need defense, I need draw. That's defense. Okay, nothing really out there. Again, I'm not worried about efficiency. This is literally just scrambling for whatever I can get before I run away. Seer. Can't afford to take you. Fill the pot.
Let me show you my moves.
I can range that combo constantly. Alright, good enough. Pulse is also a giant block.
I like this one.
Sure. I think those probably are worthy additions here. Alright, boss. Lord of the Mist. Cards with dissolves deal triple damage. Whenever the avatar deals life damage, dissolve the top 4 cards of the player deck. Ever Hungry. For every 8 cards played in 1 turn, dissolve the... I see. I see. Well... we ought to be a bit careful, I guess. I guess I'm playing 7 cards a turn then. Let's halve your attack value. It's not even gonna work, is it? Alright, full sight. Let's get the Humbling Vision back atop the deck. We're about to take life damage this turn. Oh no, wait, we discarded cards at the end of the turn, that's fine. Would have made a completely different play if I remembered about that cloak. Forgot about the cloak. Oh, okay. We definitely need to go for a Humbling Vision here. Which then sets up for Think Twice. What if somehow my 8th card was Unstable Concoction and I didn't have anything important in hand at the time? Actually possible. We quicken. Then we headbang. I had to play the Greed Shield first. It's fine. I'm okay with exhausting this hand, so we can do it in any order. We play Headbang, then I play the Unstable Concoction. A single strike, then dissolves the entire hand, drawing us a card. Okay. Stand behind me, moves us back forward. Triton Breeder goes out on the field. That's 3 cards to the discard pile. We draw some more cards, get another copy of Triton Breeder. Love to see it. We'll use that and a single strike before we fill the pot, drawing some more cards. That's a Battletoads. I may not want to exhaust that. Although maybe I just need the damage out of playing it right now. It's 40 damage per turn on the board right now. We're about to hard cycle the whole deck again. Play Phalanx to end the turn. What is that major debuff you do? Oh, you actually just dissolve the top 4 cards of our deck when you do that. Forgot about that. Okay, let's start with Aurora's Promise and then use Masterstroke to get some cards back in hand. Did we get garbage cards? I think we got garbage cards. Let's play out
Nice.
the Disciple and get our first Kappa Study out on the board as well. I'm fine with dissolving a whole hand because the new draw pile will ultimately be better, but I do want to make sure that I get some good draw into the old draw pile, the one that we're about to start moving past. So 3 more cards will make you dissolve this hand. Pop up. Headbang. Magic Dust. Okay, you eat this whole hand now. All of those cards get dissolved, and as a result, they deal 6 damage to you a pop. Now we have no cards in hand. We start drawing cards again. We get a Triton Breeder out on board. We get a Kappa Studies out on board also. There's another Triton Breeder available with another Kappa Study, or as promised too. Let's use the final Triton Breeder.
Good man.
Actually, no, there is another Triton Breeder still in the draw pile. There's Battletoads. And I'm not exhausting cards either, so I can play it. Use a Master Stroke to see if we get that back. We do get Battletoads back, so we can play it again. And that's the end of our turn. Whew. Yeah, fine. I think I've already got enough Toads here. Call it a hunch. Let's get a little bit more Toad out there, though. Exactly how many Toads can I get? 2 from there. Let's use an Unstable Concoction. Setting up for an Aurora's Promise, which then means, hey, everything's free. Let's use Master Stroke first to see if I do get back to Battletoads, which I do. And then that's the last time I can play it. I have no more Toads available, even. I couldn't Toad if I tried. But I can end my turn and watch the enemy die to 647 Toads.
That's what I'm talking about.
That seems to have gone pretty well, right? What's Aurora's final card to unlock here? It didn't even show me one. Rude. But at the start of the next episode, we are going to have so damn many resources to spend for our embellishments. But for the time being, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Roguebook. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There is a series playlist up in that top left corner with all of my content of the game, past, present, and future, as well as a YouTube recommendation rather directly below it, across from the streaming names, the generous folk supporting the Republic over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Thank you to each and every one of you. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.